Finally back doing tutorials. Um, this how I make beats for like maajins, J, Rex, those artists, whatever y'all know the usual. I play the full beat before I break it down, and I'll break down how I got to making every sound and like my process behind everything. Yeah, this is the full beat. So yeah, y'all get it. It's the full beat, and y'all get straight into it. The melody went into Electrica X or Electrica grabbed this key sound and I laid this down. I think I laid this down originally in FL keys and then I switched it into Electrica. Really not even that like crazy of a melody or of a MIDI. Just grab this chord, this is a minor chord. Um and then right here I just chopped up the notes and added some extra notes like in between, if that makes sense. But it's not nothing crazy. Then copy that over. Oh shit. Yeah. Then copy that over, went into lecture again, and grab this pad and sequence and lay the same thing down. Then went into zebra, grabbed this harpsichord sound, and I laid this down. Not the same thing, but it's the same like type of chords, obviously. And this is really just for some accent on everything. Went into XV5080, grabbed this sine lead, and I'll show the mixing on everything after. So with that sound, especially, I put a delay on it. These are the settings on that. Turn the wet down a little bit and then put a reverb on it. Everything else, the first couple sounds are mixed and then I put them separated in the stereo width. That helps it play like wider. You can't really hear it with speakers, but with headphones you can hear like it just plays wider by and putting the stereo width merged, I think it is. Yeah, merged helps it play like more in the middle of your headphones. That's how I best explain it. But yeah, and then I EQ'd out the lows for all of these, same settings on most of these EQ. Just adjusted a little bit, EQing out the lows to give space for the 808 to come in. Then I went into Electric again, got this art right here, and I laid the same thing down as the first three. Then I went into Electrica again and grabbed this lead sound. And to get all of these notes like this, I basically copied over this from lecture and then, or copied over the first MIDI and then hit Alt plus A to arpeggiate it and then just mess around with like the range all the way up and the time alt to whatever that is, the time breaking up shit. And yeah, I ended up getting this. And then you can hear that there's some delay on this. These are the settings on that delay. This is how it sounds without it. So it just kind of fills more space in the overall mix. Then lastly, I wanted to Surge XT, grab the butter lead, and I laid this down. Oh shit. Mm. And then, yeah, that's the full melody. It's honestly not nothing crazy, just a lot of good layering and making sure all the sounds like mesh well together and sound well together. Play the full melody. So yeah, I tried to do a good job of like making sure everything is just playing together and sounding well. Like visibly hearing everything in the mix and not having anything be like too muddy. With the drums, shout out Blacko. He sent me this kit like before he dropped it. This isn't the new kit, this is old kit, but y'all go get his new kit too. Um, I just went into it and I grabbed all the sounds because I wanted to do more like he does the R&B shit, and I kind of want these drums to be R&B inspired, but not too like obviously too R&B because the melody isn't really R&B. But yeah, I play the drums and I add the 808. So start out with it. With the 808, I just followed the chords. And then I grabbed a kick. And if they hit at the same time, and I'm pretty, yeah, I sidechained. Okay, so I'll try to explain this in the best way possible, like real fast, but basically I grabbed where the kick hits, hit control and click down here to sidechain it to the mixer channel with the 808. Have the 808, grab a limiter, any limiter of your choice if you know how to do it. Go to the comp and then sidechain and then put drum. And then that basically stops it from clashing too much, and then you can mess around with certain settings. Um, I forget which settings off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it's the threshold. Yeah, mess around with the threshold, and that helps out like fix everything. I can't really explain it too well. I just know like what it does. Normal, just clap, and then I just started adding like accent noises. This crash, has a delay on it. These are settings on that, nothing crazy. And then with the hi-hat, I have more like a bouncy rhythm to it. But once again, nothing too crazy on that. Yeah. I do have a new master preset that I use. I turn the fresh air like really down because it does weird shit to my high end, but I still like having it on for the end. Soft clipper that I have like midway, turn the post all the way up, and a limiter to stop clipping. And then I turn a multi-band compressor on general purpose too, and then I turn it down a lot. That's just how I do my master. You can really, if you need, just have a soft clipper and make sure your 808's not hitting too hard. Recently, also vanished with Blacko. Shout out Blacko on a lot of shit, especially recently. But now I make sure my 808s only hit from like 0 to 3 or 0 to -3. I hope he's not mad at me when it's all like that, but I want to have everybody like making good shit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously, I added my tag up here. And yeah, like I said, just messing around with like stereo width to have everything hit well, making sure your mix sounds good. You don't want nothing too like muddy or too crazy, which I still like struggle with myself. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much everything with the beat. 135 BPM, which is slower than what I've been working with usually, but not too fast like in general terms, or not too slow in general terms, maybe. It just depends on how you like your beats. So that's it. I'll play the full beat again, and that'll be it. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'll break down something else tomorrow. I'll probably break down a finished song.